Hello everyone and welcome back. I am your Shield. Today again we are back with Whiteout Survival. In today's video, I will discuss about the new generation. We just got the new generation, that is generation 13, and I will show you what new infantry, lancer, marksman type hero we are getting in the game. So let's get started. So here we go guys, we are getting the new generation 13, and it is our first hero we are getting, that is the infantry. His name, okay, her name, probably it is a female. Her name is Gisela. You see that? Gisela. And we can get it from the Hall of Chief, King of Icefield, State of Power. That means it is the easy pay to win. Easy pay to win means you can get the shards from different sources. And hard pay to win means you can get the shards from only one or two sources. Easy pay to win, we will check the skill. So here is the first skill. I am just reading it. Gisela advanced tech increases infantry defense by 6%. Okay, you guys cannot probably see who are watching the vertical video. Okay, I have to adjust the screen a little bit, then yeah, I'm showing you guys. Alright, now you can see the skill. Defense of 30% in the max level. So I think it is one of the best skill right now for the garrison joiner. Defense of 30%. Our Gatoth already had the similar skill, if I remember correctly. Gatoth skill, defense of 30%. Yeah, it is exactly same skill like the Gatoth. And let's check the other skill. The first skill called alloyed defense. Second one is called scavenge work. Gisela is a master of defense scavenging infantry. Under Gisela's command, have a 40% chance of increasing all troops' defense by 10% for 1 turn. So it is another defensive skill. You can already see here, Gisela have mainly two type of skill, that is for the defense. So this hero can be really good when you are a garrison defender or when you are defending your own city. You can see defense of 50%, but it is a chance based skill. It has only 40% chance to trigger the skill, but I say it is a very good skill for infantry. The third skill that is called the trial shield. Gisela provides an experimental version of her shield to all troops, granting a 40% chance of reducing damage taken by 10% for all troops. It is another chance based skill. Damage taken down, that is a defensive skill. In max level it is 50%. So you can check, Gisela is a pure defensive hero. The first skill, solid skill, it will trigger every time, defense of 30%. Second skill, that is a chance based skill, but still it can make defense 50%. And the third skill, that is another chance based skill, but it is damage taken down 50%. So I think this hero will be really good for garrison bonus member. Yeah, we check the skill that is for the expedition. I am mainly talking on the expedition skill because I cannot properly show you the exploration skill. So let's check the first skill. First skill is called super load. Gisela overload her make arm in attack mode for 5 seconds, gaining 50 energy and increasing attack speed by 20% and defense by 50%. Okay, that is a hybrid skill, attack defense together, but the first one is attack speed, not the exactly attack. In max level it is 60% and defense up, that is 150%. That is good for arena type skill. So she will stay in the front line. This type skill will really help her. Second skill, steel hammer. Gisela smashes the target area with her make arm, dealing attack 100% area of effect. Okay, finally area of effect. Area of effect damage and gaining 25 energy. Okay, I don't understand what is this energy. And next one is I mean the damage is 140%. 140% AoE type damage. So I think this hero will be really good for the arena. And the third skill, Pota Shield. Level 1. Okay, it is the level Pota Shield. Gisela primes a mini shield to activate on reaching 100 energy with attack 70% for 30 seconds. Each normal attack gains her 3 energy. Okay, there is something with this energy. I don't know what is this thing. I have to play in arena to understand this energy part. So it is giving normal attack energy gain 15%, shield value up 190%. Shield value it is exactly same like Gatoth. If you check here, shield value you see that is a skill for the Gatoth, and you are getting exactly similar type skill for the Gisela. I don't understand this energy. If I see someone in the arena, then I think I can understand. There might be someone who is using that. I'm just trying to find out. Okay, from here I cannot actually see what is this energy. I have to challenge some big guy. I cannot do that. So when we get this hero finally, then I can show you what is this energy. Okay. So overall I can say, if you are talking about expedition, this hero can be a game changer. So much defensive skill that is very good for the defense. We are getting like a second Gatoth. Gatoth had everything like for defense, and this Gisela that also have some defensive skill. But the problem is her skill are chance based skill. Okay, is it male or female? I still don't get it. There might be something written here. Okay, it is a female. It's a female. Okay, I remember she looks like a. I don't remember that is a villain from Ben 10. She looks like something Ben 10 villain. Look at the arm, the mecha arm. Guys, what do you think? It is very like I know her. I saw her somewhere. Very similar. Okay, I don't exactly remember what is the character. So we check the infantry. Now we will check the lancer. That is called Flora. Oh my god, Flora. Look at the flower around her. Okay, what is that thing? Is that a I don't remember the animal name. That is something small. You see, some small animal. So we are checking the expedition type skill. The skill is called Admiring Vines. Flora litters the ground with a sharp vine to hobble enemy soldiers, granting all troops a 50% chance of increasing damage taken by 10%. Okay, in the max level it is 50%. So it is a chance based skill just like our Mia. If you don't know, I will show you the Mia skill. Look at this one. Enemy damage taken of 50%, that has 50% chance. And if you check the skills of the Flora, enemy damage taken of 50%, that has 50% chance. Similar type skill like Mia. Next one, Plantage. Flora's defensive foliage reduces infantry damage taken by 5%, while better Adoria Rose's coordination with Lancer gives joint attack dealing 5% extra damage. Wait, what is that thing telling? While better Adoria Rose's coordination. What is that thing? I don't even understand that. Okay, the first thing is I cannot read the story. I cannot read the story of the hero. So I don't know what is that thing beside the hero. Something is telling Adoria Rose coordination. I don't get it. But the skill is infantry damage taken down 25% and Lancer damage dealt up 25%. That is a good hybrid skill. I think we can use this thing as the rally caller, maybe. And next one, Confusion Pollen. Flora's hallucinatory pollen increases enemy infantry damage taken by 6% and decreases enemy marksman damage dealt by 6% for 2 turns every 4 turns. That is a turn-based skill, but it is similar like our ON, I think. I need to check the ON skill. I think something is similar with the ON. Extra damage to Lancer, extra damage to Marksman, okay? No, it is a different skill. I think I am doing some mistake. It is a different skill, not like the ON. But still it is some hybrid type skill. So Flora have 2 skill that is for the hybrid skill. And the first one that is some damage skill but chance based skill. I think Flora may be average for the expedition. I can tell you that this Gisela will be very much powerful for defense, but I don't know about the Flora. Okay, let's check the arena skill. Expedition. We check the expedition, now we'll check the exploration. First skill, envelopment. Flora summons a fast moving vine against enemies, dealing attack 100% AoE and stun the target for 2 seconds. So area of effect damage, that is 140% in the max level. That is good. Next one, Rose Bloom. Flora litters the target area with a toxic Adoria Bloom. What is that thing? Guys, can anyone tell me what is Adoria Bloom? Dealing attack 20% area damage which sprouts into a flesh-eating Adoria Rose versus heroes. It inherits 10% of Flora's attributes and attack nearby enemies. So she calls some rose that can attack the enemy, right? I mean, she can summon something other flower that can kill the opponent. So the skill damage is area of effect damage of 40% in the max level and summon stats of 30%. So she actually calls something during the battle, some other animal or some flower. Okay, some rose or some flower that attack the opponent. Okay. And that also have some stat. So maybe we can use that other animal or flower as the tanky frontliner, maybe. The skills are very much confusing. I'm trying to understand. And the third skill, nature strength. What does not kill the cultivator and the cultivator makes them stronger. Flora and summoned plants gain 2% health and 4% defense. Okay, Flora can summon a plant. That is some man-eating plant, something like that. It is telling flesh-eating Adoria Rose. So I think that is some man-eater plant that can attack the opponent. And the plant will also survive in the battlefield because the plant also have some stat. Okay, that is some high-level skill. And we are getting health up 10%, defense up 20% for both Flora and the summoned plant. Okay? So I think this hero can be actually good for the arena. I am not very much happy with the expedition type skill, but arena skill looks great. And the last hero, that is the marksman class hero, that is called Valkconas. Oh my god, that is a giant crossbow. Look at the size of the crossbow. You see that, guys? And I think it can shoot 4 arrows at same time, maybe. No, it is only 1 arrow. Why it has 4 mouth? What is that thing? And he looks like... Wait a second. He looks like the brother of Magnus. Guys, look at Magnus carefully. You see Magnus? You see that? Now look at Valkconas. No, they're actually different looking, but looks like their brother. Okay, I'm checking the skill. Expedition type skill. Raging Storm. Valkconas is skilled in the arts of terror and manipulation, reducing all enemy troops attack by 4%. In the max level, it is 20%. Attack down, that is some defensive type skill. And the next one, Breaker Steel. There is no steel like the blade in Valkconas army, empowering all troops to deal 20% extra damage after every 5 attack, and increasing damage taken for the target by 5% in the next attack. Okay. So let me tell you clearly. Empowering all troops damage deal 20% after every 5 attack. So all the troop, they will increase the damage after 5 attack, and target will take extra damage on the 6th attack, because it is telling increasing damage taken for the target by 5% in the next attack. So in the gap of every 5 attack, the troops will deal some extra damage. Then on the next attack, target will take some extra damage. Okay, that is some complicated skill, but it is actually powerful, I think. And the third skill, that is True Strike. Valkconas modified armor piercing arrow reduce enemy infantry and lancer defense by 12% for 3 turns and increase our marksman attack by 12% for 1 turn. In max level, enemy defense down 60%, marksman attack up 60%. Okay, I think this is the actual skill that can take the kill. The third skill is actually dangerous. It will reduce the enemy damage plus our attack will go up. And I think we can use this thing for the bear hunt. Maybe no. It is marksman attack up, but it is a turn-based skill. So I think we cannot use for the bear hunt. I have to test that thing myself. Okay. Something good for the bear hunt if it is not a turn-based skill. So my overall rating for the expedition type skill, the first one is very good. That is some solid skill for the defense that is called Attack Down. The second skill is complicated, but I think in PvP it can make very high damage. And the third skill that is also dangerous. So I think Valkconas can be a good hero, and we can get it from the Lucky Wheel. So I think finally we are getting a very powerful Lucky Wheel hero after a long time. And the previous hero we can get it from the Foundry shop, also from the Hall of Heroes. So the Flora is hard pay to win. You know, we can get the Gisela shards from different sources, so it is a easy pay to win. But Flora shards will come only from Hall of Heroes, so it is a hard pay to win. And we are getting the Valkconas from the Lucky Wheel. Now let's check the arena skill, the exploration type skill. First one is called Siege Bolts. Valkconas rips a barricade to shred with 3 heavy bolts, dealing attack 200% damage and inflicting bleed. Bleed deals attack multiply 10% damage every 0.5 second for 3 seconds. Okay, it is a very complicated skill. So listen, first the arrow will hit the target will take the damage. Then over time target will take some more damage. In 1 second it will take 2 damage, because it is telling every 0.5 second it is taking some damage. So 1 second it is taking 2 damage. In 3 seconds it will take extra 6 damage. And the damage amount is attack multiply 10% of the damage. Okay, attack multiply 10% of the damage. So I think it is some heavy skill that can destroy a lot of opponent. But I think it is some single target probably. It is telling Valkconas rips a barricade to shred with 3 heavy bolt. But it is a single target skill, so it can actually kill the hero of the opponent, I think. Siege Bolt. And the next one, that is called Chain Linked. Valkconas target an enemy hero with a chain dot, dealing attack 100% damage, immobilizing and stun the target for 2 seconds. So this skill can be also very good because it is a crowd control type skill that can stun the target and damage up 140%. That is also very good. And the third skill, Fire of Hope. Valkconas shapes Rage into Resolve, increasing his escort's attack 10% and defense 10%. Okay, finally, after playing this game for a long time, I am seeing something for the escort. Normally, we don't see anything for the escort. Escort means the troops around us in the arena. When we are fighting in expedition, we call it like troops. The troops around us in the expedition. But in the exploration, we see very small troops, like 10 troops around us. That is called escort. Here we can see escort attack up 30%, escort defense up 30% in max level. So I think Valkconas can be a good hero for the Lucky Wheel hero. Last time we got the Lucky Wheel hero, that was in the Gen 10 Blanchett as the marksman. Okay, Gen 13 we are getting another marksman after Blanchett. Blanchett was very good. So let me check if we can use anything as the joiner. We can use Gisela as the garrison joiner. Defense up 30%. Flora cannot be used as the joiner because that is a chance based skill. Flora will be similar like our Mia. And Valkconas can be used for the defense. I mean attack down 20%, but I think it is not very good. Attack down 20% as the joiner, we cannot do that. Okay. And for the bear hunt, let me tell you, Gisela has no skill for the bear hunt. That is bad. It is like Gatoth. Gatoth is not useful for the bear hunt because Gatoth has all the defensive skill. Gisela is same. She has all the defensive skill. We cannot use her in the bear hunt. Flora will be as powerful as Mia for the bear hunt. I think the skills are similar. And I think Valkconas can be also very good for the bear hunt. But I'm not sure about this skill. The second skill that is telling us extra damage because it is mainly for the PvP, right? It is mainly for the PvP. I don't know if it is actually working for the bear hunt. Even the third skill, that is some crazy. Reduce enemy infantry, lancer and defense 12%. So I think it may not be very much good for the bear hunt. If we don't get any good hero for the bear hunt, then we have to use Blanchett. If we are free to play, we have no other choice. But I think the heroes are actually good in this Gen 13. And if we want to check the widgets, let me find out something. So I see one hero here. I cannot click on this. It is still locked by this guy. Let me check some other guy. No, he's not using. Even he's not using. I don't see anyone that is using the widgets of this current generation. Okay, so I cannot show you the widget skill right now. But when I can see the widget skill, then I can tell you what is the widget skill we are getting for Gen 13. In today's video, I tried to show you the new generation, the heroes and their skill. If you still have any doubts, you can ask in the comment. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.